Can you learn everything that you are passionate about at the rate of progression of the 21st century? Stay tuned for how to push your brain to learn 2 times, 3 times, 4 times its current speed in just 3 easy steps. How's it going, everyone? I am Mr. Selector, a high school science teacher. I post new videos every Friday, so keep an eye out for those. Now, I bet you're wondering why I'm posting on Thursday. This is just because I have plans going on this weekend and won't be able to post tomorrow because we have a dance competition that me and my fiance Barb are going to be going to, and we are going to go see Endgame this weekend, so it doesn't leave me much opportunity to post a video, so I'm getting out today. Now I am going to be sharing some of the skills that I learned throughout my career in high school, college, and into my first year of teaching. I've used these skills to help me learn things that I am very passionate about in my personal life as well as my professional life. A couple of quick statistics just so that we are all on the same page of the rate of progression of knowledge in the world and in the US. On YouTube alone, there are 300 hours of video content produced every single minute. If we put that together in just one day, that is 432,000 hours of video content produced each day. And in the US alone, there are going to be 800,000 books produced this year. If we break down that number just like we did with the video content on YouTube, that comes out to be 2,200 books produced each day. Now that's a lot of content to digest every day. We just have 24 hours and we have to make the most of it that we can. Therefore, I am going to share with you the 3 steps that I use when I'm trying to digest as much information and comprehend as much information as I can for things that I am passionate about and things that I want to learn to grow professionally and financially. The first step that I have for effective learning is finding the relevant information, whether that be for Fortnite, whether that be for physics, whether that be for finances, whether that be for anything that you need in your life, anything that you're passionate about, anything that you just need more knowledge. Finding this relevant information does take time, and with how much content is out there, we have to be able to sort out and pick out the information that is most relevant to us. The best ways that I have found to find that relevant information is to use specific keywords and then start diving into some of that information a little bit faster than you ordinarily would. Now, if you're watching YouTube, there is a way to speed up the video content that you are actually watching. You may have noticed that in the past couple of videos, I have increased the videos to play at 2 times their original speed. The reason for this is because humans typically talk at 100 to 200 words per minute. However, the brain itself can comprehend a lot more words per minute than just 200 words per minute. The average human brain can comprehend around 250 words per minute without any practice. Now, with a little bit of practice, you can start pushing that up to 500 words per minute. If you practice enough, you can get the comprehension of words up to 1,000 to 1,500 words per minute at almost professional levels. To get the videos to play on YouTube a little bit faster than they ordinarily do, you can go down to the Settings tab and you can switch the speed from normal to 1.5 to 2 times the play speed. Now, don't just jump right into 2 times the speed and feel like that's what you need to be doing in order to find relevant information at the fastest way possible. You need to be able to understand what the people are actually saying in the videos themselves. Now I would suggest start working your way up to 2 times the video speed. And once you get comfortable with a specific speed, set yourself on the next speed below it and gradually work your way to 2 times the original speed. If you would like to go a little bit faster than 2 times the speed, you've been sitting at 2 times the video speed for a while now, and you can understand everything that someone is saying in a video quite well and with full comprehension of the video itself, you would then move into what I have been using on Google Chrome. I found a video speed controller that allows me to go up to 10 times the video speed. Now I personally can't handle 10 times the speed. I am right around 2.5 times the video speed with understanding what's actually going on in the video. I've been slowly working my way to 3 times. Just depends on the person talking. If they talk a little bit slower, I can handle 3 times the video speed. If they're a fast talker, then I pull it back down to 2 times or 2.5 times the original speed. If you think about playing those videos at a faster rate, how much more information that you can be exposed to and determine how much of that information was actually relevant to you. So you can sort through it faster and dive into the specific sections that you found important. Now you can also do this with a reading as well. If you find a specific passage that you want to read a little bit more quickly and you're just not sure how to reach the next reading level for specifically speed and just being able to read things at a faster rate, there is a online program called Spreader. And in this program, you can select and highlight over the text that you would like to read. You can copy it then and paste it into this application. Once you get through into this application, you can then select the amount of words that you want to see on the screen. You can select the words per minute so you can see how fast you're going to read through it. And this is going to train your brain to pick out specific blocks of words and put them all together in your mind instead of reading each individual word and creating a picture from that. Typically when we're reading, we try to read the words out loud in our brain. So we don't actually say them out loud, but we do use our internal voice in our heads to read through the passage, where this allows you to look at the blocks of words and picture them as if you were looking at the Starbucks logo or the McDonald's logo, where you just know that stands for food, that stands for coffee, and you don't have to say, oh, that's Starbucks or that's McDonald's or that's for food, that's for coffee. You just already know that in your brain, and you save a little bit of time transitioning between the neurons in your brain. Just trains you to sort through that information a little bit faster. Once you've sorted through all of the information and picked out what's relevant, you're going to move into the second effective learning step, which is learning that information, learning the relevant information that you picked out for something you're passionate about, something that you just need to learn for a specific class. The first thing is make sure you get rid of any physical or mental distractions that may cause you to lose focus on actually diving in to learn that information. Things like your phone, you can turn on and use specific clocks to lock up your phone, and you can't use any of the applications for 2 to 3 hours while you're going through and actually learning that information if your phone is a distraction for you. Or if you're going through something personally and have a mental block, you can try a meditation technique where you breathe in for 15 seconds and then breathe out for 15 seconds. And you can repeat that process till you've gotten in the mindset that you feel is distraction free before diving in and actually learning the material. Now, once you're in the right mindset and have put away distractions, cell phones, computers, gotten into a quiet space, if a quiet workspace is what works for you, and just making sure that you're in the right mindset for learning the material that you need to. The next step that I use is using Cornell style notes. Now with this style of notes, you divide your piece of paper up into 3 different sections. The main section that you see over here is where you're going to write down all of your notes, the things that you think are important and things that you want to remember. Now, once you've written down that main block of notes, you're then going to move into the recall column, which is what you go to a day after you've written your notes. So the day after you've written your notes, you're going to go through, analyze what you wrote in your notes, and pick out the things that are most important and things that you have yet to fully master, or things that you would like to remember a little bit more. So you're going to put those down and rewrite them in that column over there. Then at the very bottom, you're going to leave for a week after you've originally taken the notes, and you're going to summarize everything in a paragraph form or in bullet points, however you want to summarize that information. Now, the main purpose of Cornell style notes is that it makes you go back and look at your notes, rewrite them, focus on them once again, so they make more connections within your brain. Now you can even extend the Cornell style notes into going back over and rewriting them for the month after you've gone through the information. The more times that you go through and share that information with yourself through writing a summary, through bullet points, or sharing it with a friend, the longer you're going to remember that information. You're using it more, you're sharing it more, it's going to stay at the top of your brain a little bit longer than it ordinarily would, and it'll slowly work its way into your long-term memory rather than being in your short-term memory. The more times that you can rewrite that information, refocus on that information, share that information, the better chance you are going to have at actually remembering it. And that leads us into step number 3, which is actually implementing what you have learned. And like I said, the best way that you can implement is begin actually going out there, sharing that information, or practicing that information. So if it was something you saw on Fortnite, go and play Fortnite and practice those skills. If it's something that you saw in an art video, start practicing your drawing skills. If it's something that you learned in finances, make sure you go out and actually implement what you learned in that video. So this process doesn't actually end up wasting your time. You want to make sure that you are implementing the stuff. It is something you're passionate about. It's something that you need to get done for school, college, something professionally. This is a very effective way to make sure that you're getting the information that you, 1, need, and 2, want to remember. If you would like to see any more videos where I provide you advice for things that you're going to be facing in the future, please leave a comment down below. And as always, stay curious, everyone.